this week's Wallet Wednesday, debt has been top of mind for many Americans, especially with the rising cost of living, recent headlines about student loan forgiveness, all of it.
Yeah, a new study shows the average Portlander owes money well above the national average. And joining us live with more on this study and offer advice for those with student loans is Thomas Jensen with Northwestern Mutual. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys doing?
Doing well, doing well. What do student loan borrowers need to know about their debt, especially in today's environment?
Well, there's a lot of conflicting information these days, as you guys are probably all aware of. The Biden administration have been making some strides in trying to eradicate some debt, and the Supreme Court struck that down, and not long after, the Biden administration again made efforts to eradicate debt. And so it's confusing for people. And that's what we see in our practice. People are not quite sure what's going on and not quite sure how to plan for that. Mm-hmm. So that's what a lot of people are talking about right now.
Right, unsure if they're going to need to add that back into the budget this year, where things stand. But the other thing that some of your recent research found was that student loans are only one kind of debt that people are facing these days, and maybe not actually the biggest source of debt for a lot of folks.
That's right. Yeah, that's a good point. So Northwestern Mutual put a lot of resources into surveys trying to figure out what's going on at the household level in the country. And the most recent survey looked at Portland specifically, households in Portland, and discovered that the average household here has credit card debt that is at around $26,000 per household, which is about $4,000 higher than the national average. So quite significant. And it's actually higher. It's actually the highest debt load at the household level, and I think we came in at I think student loans only came in as the third level as a student at the debt load. So yeah, credit card was the highest part.
Interesting.
Credit card debt, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there was a period of time when we saw that credit card debt start to go down, but apparently it's heading in the other direction again.
Right.
So what's the best way to actually reduce debt? What are some strategies in order to get that down?
Good question. So it's very unique, right? It's very unique to individual situation. And I think sort of generally, the strategy is to have a plan around it. Most people, unfortunately, get into debt and are not managing debt because they don't have a plan around how to pay it down. So the first thing to do is to either sit down and figure out, okay, what do I have in debt? What's coming in? And how to address the payments on that. Often getting a third-party advisor involved can be helpful because you probably got yourself there because you didn't have an advisor, and so having an advisor involved would be helpful.
I mean, hearing talk of all these different sources of potential debt, the rising cost of living, everything that folks are dealing with these days, the thing that I think of is it just all seems so overwhelming. So for someone who just doesn't even know where to start, reaching out to an advisor would certainly be helpful. Is there one particular kind of debt that you really need to either pay down right away or avoid? What's the most harmful for people right now?
So the most harmful right now is the consumer debt, the credit card debt. It's the high interest revolving debt. They're very easy to come by. You go to the store and you go purchasing something, and very often you'll ask, do you want to put this on a store card? And if you don't have one, they'll offer you a discount if you get one. But these cards carry really high interest, and the moment you don't pay that back, you're paying 20 to 30% interest per month or annually on those cards. So those are the types of credits you want to get rid of as fast as you can.
All right, makes plenty of sense. Thomas Jensen, thank you for joining us. We appreciate the advice.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. And for more professional advice for all your finance needs, just head to northwesternmutual.com.
All right, it is 7.